3, your Detroit Pistons. Starting at the power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 35, Marvin Bagley III. The man in the middle, at 7 foot, number 13, James Wiseman. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 23, Jaden Ivey. Starting at the other forward position, at 6 feet 7 inches, number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic. At the other guard position, at 6 feet 7 inches, number 2, Cade Cunningham.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Monday, they'll tip it off, a road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Levine, Alex Caruso out there with Dosunmu, and it's Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the power forward. And for the Pistons, guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivey. James Wiseman's out there with Bagley, and it's Bogdanovic in at the small forward. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game, and that's the only way these teams know how to play.
Passes to Dosunmu. Levine against Bogdanovic. Here's Dosunmu. That shot missing. Cunningham with some nice D. Caruso against Ivey. Cunningham. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade. Just really confident getting into that J.
Pass to Dosunmu. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And the Pistons with possession. Cunningham looking it over. And here's Bogdanovic for three. It's all in by the Bulls. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
Great preparation by Levine, getting to his spot and set to let it fly.
LG, for the Bulls, it's been a struggle to find consistency the past few seasons.
It's been a one-step forward, one-step back kind of situation. That they don't need to set their sights on a title yet. They just have to establish that winning culture.
Here's DeRozan. Bogdanovic picking up that last basket. Great D that time from Bagley.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now, here's Ivey. Down low. And finished off by Wiseman.
Great vision from Ivey. That's what sets him apart at the two-guard spot.
Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Levine. Driving inside. And Levine throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The pass to Ivey. the 10-footer. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now, here's Ivy. 9 points last game. Back to Cunningham. Throws it up high. It's stolen by DeRozan. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan. And this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
Pistons trail by 3. Ivy passes to Cunningham. And here's Wiseman. Baseline try. That's tipped. 1:27 left to play here in the first. On the wing, Levine. Defended by Bagley. Here's Caruso. Over Ivy. That one wide left. And, well, Detroit shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Bogdanovich passes to Cunningham. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham, dropping in the jumper.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. For the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Bagley. Joe Harris comes in for Bogdanovich. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jaden Ivey. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Levine. Whitey's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Carter in for Dosunmu. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Drummond. Over Wiseman. And Drummond kicks to Carter. White looking around. Lets the 3 fly. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Morris outside. The kick out to Cunningham. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The kick out to Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Cunningham to the inside. Here's Harris. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Defense making it pretty easy for Cade Cunningham here. You can't leave someone wide open on this team.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls lead by 1. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And, guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Here's Morris. Still scoreless. Hey, Brent, looking at the Pistons franchise, the rebuild process has been a long one.
Yeah, it's been over 10 years, Kevin, since this team has won their last playoff game. But you do have to be excited about the level of talent that these young guys have. And really compartmentally, they fit together. So that streak is going to come to an end soon.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. White and Levine on the wing. Williams is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Carter in at the 1. Now Carter following Alec Burks' three-point attempt. Here's Levine. Count that bucket. Levine's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
And that great athleticism and body control, reasons why Levine is just so dangerous inside.
Shot from 12. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And White kicks to Levine. Williams for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Stewart misses. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's White. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
First personal foul.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Stewart, and Ivy's subbed in for Alec Burks. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Andre Drummond, and it's Dosunmu in for Javon Carter. And that one falls for White. And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
Now here's Levine. He has 7. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Dosunmu. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Ivy. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
White the pass to Levine. Outside White. Pass to Williams. From the arc. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Williams has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bulls.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Ivy. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Chicago. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And you look at Jaden Ivey, Brent. First of all, he gives you great size in the backcourt.
Well, what anybody guarding him would tell you, Kevin, is he brings unreal athleticism. His first step is lightning quick.
2 minutes remaining.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Hey, Greg, you touch on the Bulls for a moment. Defense has been an emphasis for them.
It has, and they went through several years playing subpar D, and it cost them. They began to turn things around a couple seasons ago, and it has served them well.
For the Pistons, Heisman's checked in for Jalen Duren. Joe Harris comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Cunningham in for Morris. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Chicago. Alex Caruso comes in for Levine. To the paint, here's Ivy. And the layup falls. Ivy's got his first basket.
Sticking with it. Ivy knows better than to back off because of contact.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. DeMar DeRozan credits his upbringing in Compton, California for helping him make the person that he is today. He said, "It gave me my toughness, my aggression. It matured me very fast into a man. That's something that to this day sticks with me. No matter what I get or how much I have now, I still remember what it feels like to have nothing." Kevin?
That's a good thought to keep in your head. David, thanks. .122 left to play here in the second quarter. Bounce pass from Cunningham. Harris inside the line. Hits the outside fadeaway. Harris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Detroit. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-6 run. At the elbow, Vucevic. That one drops for him. Vucevic has got 5 points so far.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Cunningham inside. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Vucevic. 5 points in the game. DeRozan against Bagley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Cunningham outside. Nice D from DeRozan. And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Joined by head coach Monty Williams. Coach, what were the areas of concern in the first half?
Everything. They outworked us out in transition, and even when they didn't score, it flattened out our defense and gave them open looks. We just haven't played hard enough tonight, competed the way we're typical of competing.
We'll see if you can pick it up as the game goes on, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, my goodness, the defense is giving them any shot they want. I mean, there's absolutely no resistance, and they're scoring at will. This is terrible.
Yeah, the intimidation factor definitely one-sided.
And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. The Jazz will square off against the Suns out in Phoenix. Tip-off is 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
Two of the best teams in the league facing off. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. That's going to be a fun one, guys.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Pistons trail by 14. And GA, in your opinion, what's the main order of business when you look at the first-year Pistons coaching staff?
Kevin, for me, they got to clean up the fouling. It's often a problem for young teams, but they have the quickness and size to stay in front of people and just force contested shots.
Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Bogdanovich out there with Bagley, and it's Wiseman in at the center. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's DeRozan after James Wiseman's miss. Caruso, no good. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Now, here's Cunningham. He dishes it to Wiseman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on DeRozan.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
And the second free throw, good. And here are the Bulls now. Outside DeRozan. Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. The Pistons have been great. They've had that defense-first mentality.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And we've really seen DeRozan improve as a distributor, which has made him an even more dynamic offensive threat.
And so he hits both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now here's Cunningham. Buries it down low. Cunningham's got 6.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Only the noisiest fans. So get T-shirts. Break it up. Break up the volume now.
Chance to check out stats for Vucevic. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged 17 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Levine kicks to Caruso. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bagley. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Cunningham passes to Bagley. No good on the 3.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The pass to Caruso from deep. Rebound, Detroit.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Bagley with a screen on Vucevic. Bounce pass from Ivy. Goes up at the stripe. Bagley, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And with Marvin Bagley III, Brent, it just feels like he's been snake bitten in his young career.
Yeah, but Greg, you know this. If you could hang in there and stay confident, you get a second chance. And with that second chance, maybe this opportunity for Marvin Bagley is going to be the one where we can show that talent. Remember, second overall pick back in 2018.
Count that one.
For Bogdanovic, sometimes those mid-range jumpers feel like layups.
Chicago leading by 11. Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Caruso. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Harris checked in for Bogdanovic. And the Bulls making a change here as well. White's checked in. And Detroit has possession. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Now, here's Cunningham. 6 points for him. The 10-footer. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. 4th, the Bulls.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
The Bulls leading by 16. Pass to Dosunmu. White dishes to Levine. Back to White. Out to DeRozan. Fires the 3. And the Bulls another 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Harris. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Cunningham outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. Bulls have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Levine can't hit.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ivy, no one around him. Detroit, no good that time either. Chicago calls timeout.
Here comes the team shots, everybody. Who wants one?
And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. Then for the Bulls, Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Levine. And it's Carter in for Dosunmu. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And stolen by Bogdanovic. To the middle. Here's Duran. Excellent D there from Williams. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. White and Levine on the wing. Andre Drummond is out there with Williams. And it's Carter in at the point. Pistons trailed by 19. Outside, Bogdanovic. Pass to Duren. Bogdanovic with a screen on Carter. Inside. Bogdanovic, no luck. Chicago has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
Hey, right here.
White the pass to Levine. And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Levine. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Morris, no good. The Bulls leading by 19. The pass to White. He feeds it to Levine. Takes it off the glass. Levine's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Here's Morris. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
From 11 feet away, the shot comes out. Chicago has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Levine, almost, but it rolls out. Pistons have gone 0-of-3 to start the fourth quarter. Morris passes to Duren. Here's Williams, and he lays it straight in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Pistons shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Our timeout called by Detroit. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helped big time.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Wiseman's checked in for Duren. Marvin Bagley comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for Burks. And it's Cunningham in for Morris. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Vucevic checked in for Andre Drummond. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Patrick Williams. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for White. And it's Dosunmu in for Carter. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Wiseman. The kick out to Cunningham. Drops one in from the wing.
And Wiseman, that long frame and that left hand, able to whip that pass to his teammate.
Chicago leading by 21. Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Levine. Here's Dosunmu. From outside, off the mark.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Fires from the line. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Caruso finds Vucevic. Here's Levine. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And he's been reliable as ever on offense. Levine working hard to make a big impact on that end.
Bagley dishes to Cunningham. Back to Bagley. Uncovered. A second chance effort, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Chicago.
Tough defense cannot shut Bogdanovich down. Boy, he's getting physical.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
And the first one drops.
And watching Bojan Bogdanovic is just so fun. Must be great to be his teammate.
Yeah, he's got so much skill, and he's one of the more dependable players on the floor. He rebounds, he shoots at a high level, he plays with heart. Whether it's banging down low or shooting from three, this guy makes contributions.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Duren, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Bagley. Burks, he's checked in for Ivy. And Monte Morris subbed in for Cunningham. Hard to believe, isn't it, Brent? The three-point line was introduced as a one-year trial back in 1979.
Yeah, crazy. It was so successful in the ABA, and then the 79-80 season kicks in. And if you remember, Kevin, Chris Ford, the first player from the Boston Celtics that was able to knock down the NBA's official first three-pointer.
So here's Burks after the Bulls pick up 2. A 3-ball. Hits it to go from beyond the arc. Burks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Chicago Bulls.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Zach LaVine.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And here's Bogdanovich following the three-pointer by DeMar DeRozan. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 19. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Zach LaVine.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. That'll be a 5-second call.
Detroit basketball.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Morris passes to Stewart. Here's Duren. And it's good, 2 points.
Look, Look, if you're a big man that feeds the little guy, man, you deserve the ball back. Nice look from Stewart.
Caruso kicks to Williams. For three, Levine. And again, Chicago. No good. And here's Harris from the arc. Carter pulls it in. Outside, Levine. And again, Chicago. No good. Burks looking around. Taken away by Williams. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on the team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Zach LaVine.
Make you tell the truth. Gift and a curse, cause you're gifted with. I'm gifted with words. Living you learn, got split in two. Better than who, you ain't better than Deuce. I got better and better improve. I'm on some veteran moves. I might just move to the States. Buy me a. And I'm good. I don't know. Bring me the. Me and them cannot relate. I don't know, wanna do days. Wait. Closing the door, don't be late. I with some models and actors, we're eating off Michelin plates. Bites out of state. Quick getaway. Hey, quick little break. But when I get back, better line like we do a show, then it's like a parade. It's very rare that we make a mistake. You still want love till I learn that it fades. Talking this stuff, you ain't got what it takes. Said I'm with 4, but